Good afternoon, everybody. It is May 4th, 2023. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. This is part 5 of The Old Man's Boy Grows Older. Yet it is odd, Ruark had made Harry Selby famous as a professional hunter. I worked for Harry as a professional hunter some years later at Botswana. The godson Ruark speaks of is Harry's son Mark, who used to spend a lot of time with me in the old days in the Okavango swamps. He too is a professional hunter now. Mark still had a genuine, no-kidding Rigby 7x57mm rifle given to him by a Ruark. That particularly iron have been made one of the Karamanjo bells. He doesn't appear in a Ruark book, but Wally Johnson is the subject of my own latest effort, The Last Ivory Hunter. Wally told me more of Ruark than any encyclopedia could have. The biggest problem I had when I began writing was that I had read too much Ruark. Imitation must be the most sincere flattery in most things, but not in writing. Trouble was, I was very careful not to imitate him because we tended to write a great deal on the same subjects, especially Africana. Every time I wanted to describe something, I usually found that old Bowana, Bob, had done it neater, tighter, and better. I flatter myself, a special understanding for The Old Man and the Boy, and The Old Man's Boy Grows Older. Both my grandfathers had died years before I was born, but I had a mighty fine pair in my father and my brother Tom, who had 9 years on me. When you're 10, that qualifies him as an ancient. My woodcock and grouse were the boys' quail and doves, but we shared the French ducks in Baldwin's Marsh, the icy cider sold on the roadside, and the training of pussy-footed English setters. His puppy drum and weak fish were my brook brown, and rainbow trout in the Rockaway River, the Glen, and the Salaminoid Club. Tom and I may have had to drive 80 miles downstate to the Jersey Shore for the bluefish, but ours were bigger, and I swear they tasted better. Sheepshead and Crockers? Hell, those Carolina boys were amateurs. Few were the June evenings Tom and I didn't really release 80 to 100 sag-bellied largemouths and a couple of amateur barracuda pickerel on Lake Valhalla in northern New Jersey. Old Wally Johnson even remarked once that we look and talk alike, but I would say the similarity ends with the prose. I haven't quite got to the Spanish castle stage yet. Okay, so that is all for part 5 of the introduction of The Old Man's Boy Grows Older. Thank you for watching.